she is, Fantasia. You know, I saw you. I don't know if you know I was there, but I was at that Clive Davis party earlier this year, and you were singing on stage, and you guys know her voice, but I'd never seen it in person without any computers to tweak. I mean, just raw, beautiful. And what I loved about you is when you sing, you just let go. And I just see your past, your present, and your future in your performance. What goes through you to be able to perform so freely like that?
Well, it comes from church. I started singing in the church when I was 5 years old, and I always like to sing with feeling. Whatever I was going through, you know how everybody has this thing that when they're going through something, they have something that makes them feel better.
Yes.
And for me, it was singing.
It was singing.
So I would put it all into the words and just the music.
How does it feel to go from singing and struggling to being this superstar? I understand you have a house now. You just bought a house, and I'm so into home ownership. When somebody buys a home, nobody can take that from you. That is like that permanent property.
Right.
It's all about property. Yeah.
You know what, Tyra? It's a blessing. I tell everybody everywhere I go, it's a blessing, it's a dream come true. But, you know, it's a lot of hard work. I worked hard to get there. I remember I used to tell my mother when I was little I was going to buy a house, and she'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Right. But, you know, when I got the house, I walked to the house and I looked at my mother. I said, I told you I was going to buy you that house. So it's a blessing.
Yeah. And did you ever in your life have a time when you wanted to give up, when you felt like I have these dreams, but I don't know if they're going to happen, and maybe I should just do something else?
Of course, I did.
Tell me about that.
I felt like, you know, when I was a young girl, just thinking I was grown, thought I knew it all, and I didn't. I could have listened, but I thought like my mom wasn't cool. She don't know what she's talking about. I got this. And so some of the decisions that I made were bad decisions. And, you know, I was out on my own at 17. And I had a gift. I knew I had a very beautiful voice.
You say bad decisions. What bad decisions?
Dropping out of school.
What grade did you drop out?
9th grade.
So early.
Early. Dropped out of school. Just hard-headed. Just thought I knew everything.
And what were you doing instead of going to school?
Hanging out. Hanging with my friends, running the streets. Basically, we did nothing. We might as well should have been in school because we were just sitting at somebody's house doing nothing. Yeah. And, you know, there were times where I just felt like I was never going to get out of North Carolina. I knew I had the gift, but, you know, in such a small town, there's a lot of people that are very talented there, but we don't get anybody to hear it. So it's different from being in New York or LA or Atlanta.
Because there's so much talent everywhere, but if someone doesn't hear it, you know, then you don't get that opportunity.
Right. So I felt like nobody's going to hear my voice. I'm not going anywhere. You know, I got a good voice, but nobody's going to hear it.
I know that when you won American Idol, there was a lot of criticism about you being this American Idol, being a single mother, and they said that that was a negative person to portray. A lot of people said that and to award that prize. What do you have to say to that?
You know, when I first heard about it, it kind of bothered me because it was like they were trying to pick every little thing that, you know, the negative things that I had been through to try to hold me back. How could she be an idol for our kids? She's a mother, a young mother. She doesn't have a diploma. You know, she can't be an idol. But I could have gave up when they said that to me. I could have said, man, they're not giving me a chance. But, you know, I said to myself, I'm going to be an idol for all those young mothers out there to show them that regardless of what you go through, yeah, we make some mistakes, but we still have dreams and visions. So regardless of what you go through, you can pick yourself back up and you can do it.
I have a lot It's true. It's Fantasia, I have a lot of single moms in my family. I've got cousins that are single moms and nieces that are single moms. And to see somebody like you, to see that they can persevere and it's not the end. You know, this is a little blip on the road, but you have to raise that child and be responsible for that child, and your dreams can still come true. You are a great example of that.
Thank you.
And I applaud you for that. We have to take a break, but I have got to talk to Fantasia about the kiss that she shared with Jaimee Foxx. And it wasn't just any kiss. It was a tongue kiss, live on stage. We're going to talk about that. We'll be right back. Fantasia Barrino, who's gone from winning American Idol to winning 3 Grammy nominations, which is huge. But I want to get to this this kiss with Jaimee Foxx at the BET Awards. Was this a planned thing? Did you know he was gonna like do that?
Well, he asked me to come perform with him, and they said he wanted to kiss me. But the kiss got a little
out of control. Like, whose tongue went in whose mouth first?
It was him.
It was him.
It's him.
Did you? Wow. Did you guys go out on a date after?
No, we didn't go out on a date.
Nothing?
Nothing.
So it was just like a one-night stand kiss?
Just a one.
Okay. Fantasia, you were in that movie, the Lifetime movie, the Fantasia Barrino story. I remember seeing all over billboards everywhere, and it aired, and it was the #1 movie in Lifetime history. That is huge.
I shared my story for a testimony, and you know, at first before I did the movie, I thought about it. I was like, what would people say? What, you know, about certain scenes in the movie that they didn't know about me?
Like what scenes?
Just, you know, with the reading and the rape scene, which was very tough for me to do over. It was a testimony. It helped a lot of young people, and that was my main focus. A lot of people had things to say when the book came out, so that's why I was a little scared about the movie. But I said, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm helping more people. It doesn't matter what they say. The good outweighs the bad.
And it's easy to lie, and it's courageous to tell the truth, and you told the truth. Here's a scene from the movie, The Fantasia Barrino Story, Life is Not a Fairy Tale.
Fantasia takes us through her darkest moments in Lifetime's highest-rated movie to date, The Fantasia Barrino Story. Life is not a fairy tale. From her teenage pregnancy.
Your choice is to make the same mistakes we made. Oh, just stupid, girl. Just stupid. Stupid. You plan on bringing this baby into the world? Yeah.
To her emotional breakup.
She's the best thing that ever happened to us. I am sorry for her, though. She's gonna have a hole in her heart where you should be.
Where does that come from? Because there are people that call themselves actors, I won't say any names, that can't do emotion like that. That scene with you crying at the table. Even though I know it is your real life, people still, it's hard to act, you know, when they say lights, camera, action. So how was that so natural? Where does that come from?
I had to go back. I just put myself back in the situation, and working with Miss Debbie Allen, who's amazing.
She was the director?
Yes, she would always say, just go back, honey, I need you to just go back. So after we would do the scene, I would have to walk off set and get myself together because I would just take myself back to
Is that how it really happened? With your mom, like saying, you have this baby, you're going to bring it into this world, and all the... Was the whole family in the room like that? Like in the scene?
Yeah, my grandmother was there, my mom was there. And just everybody believed in it. They wanted the best for me. And my mother was a little upset that it went down the way it went down. But at the end of the day, my mother and my grandmother are very, very supportive of what I do. And they were a little upset, which every mother is when they find out that their little girl was
And
still
how old were you when you got
17.
pregnant? So really young, okay.
Very young. And, you know, they just want the best for me, so. But they got my back.
Yeah, well, I know that you're going to come back soon to perform songs on your new CD. And this stage right here is going to become a concert, a Fantasia concert. And look for the rebroadcast of the Fantasia Barrino Story, Life is Not a Fairy Tale, Thanksgiving night, November 23rd at 9 p.m. on Lifetime. And be sure to look for Fantasia's new CD in stores December 12th. And we'll be right back.